Pooh Shiesty really lived the rap video out in real life. Just get straight to it. You know what I mean? They didn't crash out dummies. You heard me? They didn't just got out of jail 3 days ago and now he back in jail. And Gucci's still getting paid off, yo. But this, you got to unravel everything that's going on. He really lived the rap video in real life. He really gangstered out, and now he gangstered out in prison for the rest of his life. Him and all his mans. Let's get straight into it, y'all. Let's just get straight into this shit. You feel what I'm saying, y'all?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another videos.
Let's get straight to it.
26.
9 individuals, including well-known musical artists,
9 individuals
robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Bear.
Well, before several hours before
Look at
sundown,
her.
heard a boom. It was then followed by shouting of the from the
They
agents
robbed them in
who
the
were
trenches,
saying
though.
They were certainly executing a search warrant. I can tell you.
I thought they'd get him in Cali.
There was a back door that was breached.
It sounds like Gucci cooperated.
No Charles,
Sound like
no.
a victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over with me, Gucci. It ain't alright. It's alright to go on be
Come snitch with me. Come snitch with me.
Yeah, this ain't that ain't yeah. Come on over with me, Gucci. Chris charges on there.
Flashbangs would pop off the federal search warrant of Memphis.
Now we getting into it, yo.
Pooh Shiesty's home on April 1st.
All the paper and they still trying to rob something.
2026. The next day, the United States Attorney for Northern Texas would announce 9 individuals, including well-known rappers, were federally charged with kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in
Whole bunch of
Dallas,
young
Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested in one day, including Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, his father Lontrell Williams Sr., Memphis rapper Rodney Wright, aka Big 30, and 6 others.
Not his father.
A 32-page sealed criminal complaint would state
Hold
on
up,
January 10th.
His father? Like, it ain't no stopping him, bro. His father was in the mix right along with son following after baby son. Oh, God. Come on. Pop.
2026, at approximately 4:50 p.m., 3 victims were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio. The criminal complaint would list the 3 victims by their initials, RD, MM, and BP. But we all know RD is Roderick Davis, the 46-year-old Atlanta rap legend.
You caught, boy. You on paperwork.
At approximately 1 p.m. that day, the victims flew into Dallas alongside Gucci's head of security and an additional security officer for a scheduled meeting with Pooh Shiesty, who'd been signed to Gucci's 1017 label since 2021. The meeting was scheduled because Shiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from the label, so he asked Gucci to meet about business.
Some real get out of Compton shit. Some real get out of Compton shit or something. When what's that big old Sean Knight or whatever? I ain't trying to let you get out your contract or something, or so they go over and beat the little manager, force him to force a signature and all that shit. That's what's going on. Oh gosh, this shit. Streets carried into business. Can't do that, bro.
At approximately 1:45, Gucci and his team arrived at the meeting location, a music recording studio within a larger office building. Upon entering the building, they realized the recording studio was closed. In the meantime, they went to a nearby liquor store. Pooh Shiesty's father, who's more commonly known throughout the streets of Memphis as Mob Boss, ran an independent label named Mob Ties Records. Boss would call the owner of the Dallas recording studio at 2:53 p.m., trying to book the studio for Shiesty and Gucci to record music. This was over an hour after Gucci had already arrived. 22 minutes after the call, the studio was open to Gucci and his team. A short time later, Mob Boss could be seen on surveillance video speaking on his cell phone outside the building before entering. At 3:39, a production employee would arrive while Pooh Shiesty and his father were standing at the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Just minutes later, Shiesty, along with his father, Big 30, and 6 others, would enter the east side of the building, walking through the lobby and into the studio. One of the suspects at a later time can be seen exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. All 9 suspects entered the studio's control room, where inside the victims were
Come
watching
here,
the football
got
game.
everything.
Gucci's head of
Caught him
security was
lagging.
positioned in the lobby, while the other guard remained in the vehicle. The victims overheard Pooh Shiesty talking on his cell phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out on rec time. From what the victims could hear, Shiesty was told on the phone that was not the case, and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed. At the time, Shiesty was wearing an ankle monitor. Gucci would tell Shiesty they can reschedule their studio session, but Shiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached recording room. Gucci would enter the room with Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30. The 2 other victims would remain with the 6 suspects, even offering them drinks as 2 of the suspects accepted and poured up. Inside the booth, Shiesty put out a contract termination letter telling Gucci to sign it, releasing him from the label. Gucci refused. Shiesty became agitated, and the 2 began to argue. The 2 victims could see the conversation play out, and one of them saw the conversation intensifying, so he texted Gucci's head of security, who was still in the lobby. While arguing, Shiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750. Because that's literally what it's designed for, helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. Big 30 would come back
So
to
you'll
the
get
room
that
with
bag.
the bag, and Shiesty would pull a Draco, aiming it at Gucci and demanding again that he sign the contract release paperwork.
Did you sign it?
Gucci, now being held at gunpoint and unable to leave the room, complied, signing the paper while Shiesty's father and Big 30 stood by. Big 30 took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty from his contract.
Where that video at?
Pooh Shiesty would take Gucci's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and whatever cash he had on him. Shiesty then handed the paperwork to his father, asking him if it was good, to which he replied, "It needs to be dated." So Shiesty forced Gucci to write the date next to his signature. As Shiesty, 30, and Mob Boss exited the recording room, the 6 remaining suspects pulled handguns, AR, and AK pistols and began robbing Gucci's 2 associates. One victim, identified only as BP, would have his pockets raided and his wallet removed by who he identified as CMO Damn Fool, one of Shiesty's goons. His 1017 chain would be taken by another man he knew as Glizzy 375. Glizzy would repeatedly threaten to shoot him for moving, but Shiesty would instruct him not to. According to the victim's statement to police, he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified Baby Slime 375 for holding him and others at gunpoint. Victim BP and victim MM would identify KD 375, who they also recognized, as he can be seen on social media with Pooh Shiesty. KD would also hold them at gunpoint. Victim MM is rumored to be Matt Marzal, who goes by the name Multi-Mars. He's a Chicago-based photographer and has been Gucci's personal.
Not no rap video, y'all.
It was also Matt who texted Gucci's head of security when he saw the conversation within the recording booth intensifying. Matt was choked from behind, almost to the point of losing consciousness.
Right, boy, they just choked you out.
Scratches to his neck and wrist. He'd be robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple high-end watches, and his wallet. He confirmed to police his Louis bag, wallet, and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag attached, and he was also able to identify his robber by his Instagram handle of Twins.
What he told everything.
While the robbery was taking place, Big 30 walked to the door leading to the lobby, closing it and blocking it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. but Gucci's security would see what was taking place. Both of Gucci's security guards would draw guns, attempting to force themselves in as they partially opened the door, only to see that they were greatly outgunned. Gucci was pushed onto a couch, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Shiesty placed the barrel of his Draco to the back of BP's head, ordering him and Gucci to leave the studio through the west side of the building.
I was like, yo, go that way. Go that way, yo.
As the victims left, Gucci's cameraman turned to Pooh Shiesty and asked if they were really taking his watches. Matt would provide police with the last AirTag locations, which was revealed to be the parking lot of an apartment leased to Pooh Shiesty's father, where Pooh is believed to have been residing in Frisco, Texas. Federal investigators would recover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave, a black Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar. According to law enforcement databases, Big 30's father owns a 2020 Dodge Hellcat in Tennessee, and license plate readers would place it in Texas.
On the ass, you heard me.
Relevant time period of the robbery.
On they ass, through an ad tag.
Suspect vehicles. The white Enclave was found to be a rental.
Or a fucking ad tag.
Shiesty's dad. Federal investigators would find surveillance video of Shiesty's dad at a Staples, printing out what they believed to be the release contract an hour before he arrived at the studio. The feds would also link all suspects together by cell phone GPS coordinates and would reveal Shiesty's was so poor, 4 of them would have to take a Greyhound bus from Texas back to Memphis, Tennessee. Now remember
what's the point of saying that? Like, come on now.
A left ring finger and right thumbprint would identify the 2 suspects that took drinks as they left their prints on the red cups. The victims obviously knew who Pooh Shiesty was, and Gucci Mane would be listed as one of the victims who identified Shiesty as wearing a Nike mask and hoodie during the robbery. Gucci would also name Big 30 and identify him by his Instagram. In fact, almost every suspect was able to be identified by their Instagram handles. KD would be described as Shiesty's right-hand man. Damn Fool lives up to his name, as he could be seen leaving wearing Gucci's cameraman's Louis bag. He'd then post a video to Instagram wearing one of the stolen watches, and another picture would show him wearing the same sneakers worn in the robbery.
Damn, that was dumb as shit.
Choked out the cameraman. Would post multiple pictures of another stolen watch, and even the 10
ratting on yourself, guys. You hear me?
Shiesty and his team executed a coordinated armed recording studio takeover, temporarily kidnapping fucking Gucci Mane, robbing the shit out of him and his team, making his security look like bitches, and leaving the scene without firing a single shot. Only for Gucci and his team to fully cooperate with police, leading to a federal takedown and kidnapping charges. More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh Shiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession.
Y'all think, yo. Shorty living out there, living up to his motherfucking name. Now look at him. Gone. Done. All he had to do was... But you know how them producers be, yo. 9 times out of 10, yo really wasn't letting Pooh Shiesty out of his contract. That's his only money maker, Gucci. That's his only money maker. You're not going nowhere. You know he was trying to go over there with Gotti, you know. Gotti was telling you, yeah, boy, you gotta get Gucci to sign these papers, or it ain't really nothing we can do. Pooh like, oh yeah? Instead of telling them that, you supposed to really tell them how to do it legally. Because if you just tell them, yeah, you gotta get Cho to sign these papers, you already know what that nigga gonna do. A real nigga. He bringing rats out here. He doing it by force. He gonna try to force him. I don't know. Now look, and Gucci, he still got copyrights to bro music while he locked up. Shorty just dropped FDO and that shit went platinum, and Gucci is eating off that shit while Pooh Shiesty locked up. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out there. We're gonna be back at it with another one covering the next news, but this shit real, yo. This ain't no rap video. This one right here real, yo. This real news right here. I ain't lying to y'all, yo. We out, yo. We out.